Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a little bit of fun. It's been ages since I did a colouring plans kind of video. I stopped doing them ages ago and everyone's doing them at the moment and I watch everybody's videos, so it's been super fun, so I figured why not. So I colour a bit too slow to do like a March plans, but I felt like a seasonal plans was a really good idea for me and would work more for my kind of what I get done and my colouring style and speed. So I'm going to do a spring colouring plans for like March, April, May. I think that'll work out perfect. We'll have some kind of kind of warmish feeling, flowery vibes, and then of course it'll be mermaid as well. So I've tried to encompass a bit of the things that'll happen during these times. Like obviously April will be Easter. I'm not a big colouring, like a seasonal colorist, and I don't really colour like Easter pages, but I'm sure I can find some like eggs and bunnies somewhere maybe to fulfill that spot. As you all may have seen if you've watched the videos, I did a vote a little bit back for the project books that we're going to work on the channel, and I will show you the two that won today, so you'll be well aware of which ones will be popping up on the channel. And what I've done to pick for this, so like my kind of thought process for what I did, obviously I've got two buddy colours on the go at the moment, so they were already picked and sorted. I've been watching, I do watch Shell from Shell's Colouring Journey, and her random colour picker seems like a really fun idea. So I did use that to pick 6 books as well. So I've been doing a massive project of cataloguing my books, finding the dates I purchased them, putting them in order, collating the pages I've done, the pages they have in there, the whips in there, and the type of book, and putting it onto an Excel spreadsheet, which I've enjoyed really, because I do enjoy weird things like that, to be honest. But because I've done all that now, and I have 242 books, by the way, so that is being quite a job, I was able to obviously use a random number generator to pick those 6 books, and I will show you those. I've picked a small handful from my 10 books to finish and 25 to colour in 25, because they're kind of my focus. And then I've picked a small little kind of handful of just picked by myself, staring at my shelves, so that I've got quite an extensive pile of books here that I've decided to think about. Obviously I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I'm going to do what I want, I'm going to do what I feel. Obviously, apart from trying to get my buddy colours done and my channel project stuff, everything else is just a bit of fun. And of course you guys know I'm trying to battle my whips this year as well, so I've also picked with that in mind, and kind of uncoloured books in mind, and trying to be playing and having fun in my collection without ruining it for myself, really, by putting unnecessary other pressures on. So let's get started. I have 2 buddy colours at the moment. I have Hannah Cole's on Tales from the Forest Kingdom. So if you guys have watched my channel for any number of times, you know I love this book. And I've got a buddy with Erica from Elm Colours in this one. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is turning into one of those like drag your feet a little bit kind of pages. I tried to choose an unusual colour palette from what I usually would, and I think it's just too unusual for what I usually would, and now I'm like, meh. But I need to trust the process, I need to finish it, and we will see. And I've got quite a chunk of the battle done, so now I just need to get cracking and sort my life out. So I'm pretty much just going to stick with that page in this book. I don't think anything else is really jumping out at me at the moment, and I have chosen quite a lot of other things. So I've got my buddy colour in this one, and that is one of my 10 books to finish, so of course nice to have one in there. One of my other books to work in 2025 is the Joseph Cattinbangs Voyage, which is why Kate from Kate's Colouring Haven generously agreed to buddy colour with me to help me, you know, make some progress in this. And I have started, and I am working on my buddy colour slowly, because that's how I operate. And yeah, I mean, I'm quite pleased with my start, to be honest. I like the colours I've picked. I'm enjoying this page a lot more, not gonna lie, and that's why it's kind of coming along and flowing a little bit nicer. I've already got plans for most of the page, which makes it easier because I can kind of I've already got that image in my mind of what I want to do and what wants to be what, so it makes kind of working on the page easier. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with it so far. I think, to be honest, again, that's probably the only book page in this book at the moment that I plan to tackle, although there are some glorious pages. I mean, then you see that. The thing is, there's so many beautiful mythographic pages, it's just so difficult. But they do take me quite an extensive amount of time. I mean, I'm already days in to days into this, and obviously, you know, it's far from done. And I do have another couple of pretty big projects picked out, so I think I'm gonna again just leave it at that one, call that a win. But so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna behave myself. There's no point like picking a billion things that I can't get done. So they're my current buddy colours, apart from, of course, my Enchanted Faces group. I'm in a group working on completing this book, so for this one it will depend solely, to be honest, on what's picked over the next couple of months. But I only have about 6 pages left in here, so yeah, I think my plan is to start with this one. And then, like I say, I don't have that many pages. I think I've got like 6. That would be a good one for Mermaid. I'm really hoping to have this completed quite soon. I've been managing to do a couple of pages each month over the last couple of months, so hopefully we will see this one finished very soon. Very soon-ish. Let's go with soon-ish because it is me. So of course that one is just going to be a couple of pages picked from the few pages that are left, depending on what people are doing in my group. That is one of my 10 books to finish and my 25 to work in 25, and a part of my group project. So that of course will appear, and I've already got a couple of pages done in there to show you for completed pages next time round. Right, so then, as I said, I'm going to show my notes so that you can tell I actually did this. So I've got a computerized document now of all my books. So I just did a random number picker on my phone, the random number generator, nice and simple, and just let it pick. I just did 6, and I didn't cheat, I didn't change, I just did the 6, and in fairness it was quite funny. You'll see anyway. You'll see why it's funny. The pages, the books that my random number generator picked. Shocking. So what it did pick was, oh, I'm chucking my books on the floor now, and to be honest, I can see why this is quite a popular thing to do, because these are books I would not have picked out on my own, and yet books I love, and definitely now that I'm like, oh, it's picked it, I need to colour in it, I'm like, oh yeah, like definitely want to colour that. So it actually worked out quite nicely. Let's see if we can find a page for ourselves. We need to think like, ooh, now it is the year of the snake. Oh, that's beautiful. You can imagine the amount of time I spend flicking through books instead of colouring in books. That's too wintry maybe, but beautiful. Trying to find something that's kind of winter adjacent for the spring in my wild winter colouring book. Oh, that's pretty. I think I have to be like really crazy and actually say that I think Joseph Cattinbang is my most favourite ever illustrator. He's just, his work is just next level, amazing. And I always love his books. I know it's got the snowflakes in it, but I feel like I can make those look a little bit like decorations instead. The thing is, she's so pretty, but do I go straight to a page like that as my first page in this book? Is that a little bit, is that a bit intense? Nope, this one. I try not to open that drawer too many times in my video. I'll leave it open because it's super loud. We're gonna go this one. Yeah. Again, I'm not gonna go crazy picking out pages in these books because 3 months might sound like a lot of time, but it's not when you colour pretty slowly. And then my random number generator picked Brian Kensinger's Colouring with Your Octopus. Yeah, I know. Now this was a fun pick. And I like my Wild Winter. This is an uncoloured in book. It's surprisingly, I do find this one surprisingly, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit scary. It's just so beautiful. It is double-sided, so of course, and because of its length, it's bigger than you think. I feel like I should just pick something like simplish. I think I like this one. Nice and simple. Get a feel for the characters. It's just him and her. I think I'm gonna go that one. That feels pretty fun. Yeah. Surprisingly nervous to work in this. I don't know why. Now this was a gift as well. I think that always makes it a little bit more precious. But it's just such a unique book. So fun. So yeah, it's fine. We've got one. Right, now the next two picks, pick 3 and pick 4. The reason I said that this was, well, this made me laugh. So this was quite, and I honestly swear on my life, I picked 6 numbers and I stuck to them. There was no changing. I've not just made it up. I picked 6 numbers and that is what I had. So we had our vote for the project book. I said that I was considering doing 2, that might give me, like, you know, a little bit of leeway just in case, because a project book isn't something that I really do on the channel. I don't usually get enough pages up to make that like a viable option. and the votes came in. You all picked yours, your like options, and the two chosen books are Mein Reichsdeutscher Agent and Mountain King, and they were the next two picks on the number generator, which is funny. So I had already filmed the first page of our colour along for Mountain King. I'm gonna show you a sneak peek, and then hopefully if you like the page, then the video is coming. And you know, the colour alongs, they don't get a lot of views. So to make it a viable video option, you know, I need people to watch them. So if you could watch and colour along, that would be great. So the two books are Mein Reichsdeutscher Agent. This is my project book for the channel. It's also an uncoloured book, and it's one of my 25 to work in 2025. So that was like ticking a lot of little boxes of things in my little brain. And then, of course, also Mountain King ticks all those boxes as well. And like I say, I have actually done the first page and obviously filmed the colour along, and that will be coming soon. And we went with, well, I went with, I mean, it's not like I asked you guys, is it? I went with the Phoenix page, the Spark of New Life. Felt pretty fun, and that's Ohuhu alcohol markers and Prisma. I did lay a little bit of black Sakura glaze pen just there on the signature, and actually really love how they turned out. So there will be a full colour along. The first page in our project book will be coming up. I'm just working on editing it at the moment because that takes longer than colouring the darn thing. So those are the two project books for the channel. The fifth pick that it made, not sure about this one, is Jade Summer Light and Dark Fantasy. It's been an age since I coloured in my Jade Summers. I used to love these books for like just alcohol marker, say do something a little bit simple. But yeah, it's just not something that I tend to do a lot now. I mean, I could just lay down some pencil, but to match my current style, let's see, let's find something. There'll be something fun in here. I mean, they are like super fun books. And I love the two pages I've already done. Silence while the cogs turn. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I think this one, you know, I think that one. Feeling her. We will see. We will see. This might be a book to consider letting go if I don't get around to that page, I reckon. Yeah. And then the final pick from the random number generator, I swear it was just trying to help me out, was Hannah Coulson, Tales from the City Among the Stars. This, I do love this book, but I've only ever got the whip done in here. This is the first page that I've been working on. I've been working on it for a while. It was turning into a little bit of a forever whip because I was filming it, and then, you know, I decided the project book might be a good idea, but I think I'm still going to finish filming this. You know, it's half a colour along. Might as well finish it as a colour along. It's not like you guys are going to be sad that you got an extra page from a different book while the projects are going on. as something separate. And now, to be honest, that I've finished the greenery in the pencils that I was trying out, and it was a bit of a challenge, so then you get fed up. I can swap to something else for the flowers, so I'm sure I'll enjoy that a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna stick with the whip. I think that makes sense. It gets one of my whips done. It gets the page finished. It will then be a coloured book, because that's the first page, and it will tick the box for a colour along for you guys, seeing as it's filmed that way so far, so why not? Essentially I've done a lot of the work to that now, so it just wants finishing really. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that page in there. From there, I picked a little handful of books from my 25 to colour in 2025 and my 10 books to finish. And I went with these three. It's kind of where I was. So I've gone with Matchstick Mouse Summer, because I know it's not quite. I could have gone spring because I haven't coloured in spring, but this is one of my, I've never finished a Matchstick Mouse book, and that feels like an achievement that I just need to aim for. So if anything, I'd like to get a couple of pages done in this, because it's not such a massive project. Oh, that's so cute. Right, that might be one. In fact, I already know that is one for my response. So that's option one, because I know that I can get a few of these kind of pages done. But I do have another of his books in my pile, so I'll not go too crazy. These are kind of my, like, in between more difficult pages. Just relax and sit and pop some marker down, and then pop some pencil over the top and just have fun. Do you want some nuts? Love this. Love this. Oh. That's my most recent one. That was a buddy colour. That was fun. Oh. Oh. So difficult. I think I've just seen my two. Yeah, okay, so definitely this one. Don't know why, just apparently spring is the time for climbing into trees in my head. That one is a yes, and that one, love that. They are my, yeah, job done. Love that. Easy decisions. Right, less easy. I have pulled out Fairy and Fantasy 3 by Christine Karron. I'd love to get. I have this in my 10 books to finish and my 25 to work in 2025. I don't think there's a whip in here, but I'm going to see how I do with them this year. Her Wondrous Folk is coming out on the nice paper again, and I've pre-ordered that, and I would never ever pass any of these away. They love these books, but I felt like maybe it would be nice to start focusing in her, especially now she's bringing another one out, because I feel like she might start to bring these older pages out in these gorgeous new books that I just now can't decide whether I should swap this choice, my most favourite page of life. Oh yeah, now I feel like, oh, and I do have a whip in here. Right, well, it's one of my 25 and 25. It's one of my 10 books to finish. It has a whip in it. That feels like it was picked for me. That feels... like an easy decision. We'll see if I get to it. We'll see how I go. And then I might make a focus adjustment to, I can't decide whether to just get it over and done with and pull it out now. Oh, it's so difficult. Or you know, just make this, like, just make this the focus. Let's see if anything immediately jumps out at me. I've done this one in one of my other books. You see, this is my, like, issue of the more of them I do, the more I'll have done. I've done this in a book. I've done this in a book. You know, whether I just keep these as collection books. I think the decision, what I need to do is I need to colour a page and see how I actually feel about this paper. See the difference and then see how I feel about that, because it will make a lot of the difference in whether I feel like redoing some of the pages that I have already done. I mean, I've done this one as well, so I've done 4 of these pages already. So out of, I mean, that's a lot of pages. I've done 4. But it's a big book. And I've got quite a few pages done in my other one. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be so nice to complete a Christine Karron. I'm dithering for too long at this point. No, we're gonna put her back. We're gonna put her back. And I think, if anything, I might wait for the Wondrous Folk, and that will give me a bit longer. Let's see if I can get at least a few pages done in my Fairy and Fantasy 3. Like, really maybe try and focus on that a little bit, see if I can get it filled up a bit more. So then we have World of Flowers, who is one of my 10 books to finish, one of my 25 to colour in 2025, and I have a couple of whips in here, so it would tick a few boxes, this one, I reckon. And it is one of the books of hers that I just love. I love relaxing with some of these easier pages, but I do, oh no, I like that. But of course, you know, can't just make it easy on myself and decide to go with one of those. My brain has to see this and want it. I think that's going to be the one, you know. Let's just check. But usually that first ooh is the right one, isn't it? Again, this is a nice book, seeing the book start to fill up. And some of these pictures I did years ago, so it kind of spans the history of my colouring, does this book, and my growth, which is kind of fun in a way. Love this page. And so simple as well, there's just nothing to it, and yet I just love it. I think it's the dark purple. Now these are pretty as well. Right, unfortunately the whip isn't drawing me in any way, so we're not going to be ticking that box off. But, and I think out of the 2 of these, I like this one. I do like that. Yeah. Now, yeah. Ooh, didn't think I'd pick 2 in there, but apparently I have. So that is that. And then the last category I sat in front of my shelf and picked some for myself. I did pull out my Mariola Budek Forever Whip. That is a book from one of the three. It's a page from one of the. I own Set of Art Gold, and Hair Inspirations. So they're all together in a big binder. So she's from one of those. I've been working on her for such a long time, and I've got quite a lot of it done, and I just really need to finish it. So I have pulled that out in the vain hope that she becomes a completion. Very vain hope, I suppose. And then I added, where are you? Maggie Interior's Flowerscape. Don't need these anymore now I've finally catalogued everything. This is an uncoloured book. I did end up decluttering Paradise, because, you know, obviously I had to narrow down my collection to a much more reasonable person's collection. But I really did like this one, and I held on to it. So I do actually love florals. I'm just thinking, like, do I pick something like ridiculously small and simple and call it a win? Do you know what I mean? Like, does that sound like just a little bit of gel crayon around in a circle and then colour that in and call it a win, and really use this as a book to, like, get some pages done, technically, but, you know, in a super simple, you know, like, all these are calling to me, and see from there. Like, just use it to practice flowers, if that makes sense. And then maybe, you know, once you've done that, do you then fancy the page? I just think that might be really fun. So I don't think I'm going to mark off anything particular. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of, you know, come to this, and I kind of want to look up. Do you know what I mean? Like, look up. I think that's the beauty of this book, and where it really shines, that you can kind of look up a golden wattle and see what it looks like, and see if I can recreate something similarly beautiful. And I have a little practice doing a little bit of reference art, which is a lot more realistic than I would usually colour, and I just felt like that would be really fun. And this is the time when it makes you feel sad that you decluttered your Paradise version. But I have a whole book here that I haven't coloured in, and that's where my hoarder brain starts to have a problem. From there, I did pull out another Morgan O'Brien. I went with Matchstick Mouse Floral just because I really like this one out of all of his books. It's the flowers, obviously, that just draw me straight in. And I have worked in this book before, like little pink blossoms. I think that might be the page, to be honest. Beautiful tulips, maybe. Just love that. Oh, that's fun. Right, well, this one is a yes for me. Love the kind of oriental looking blossom there. So we're gonna say yes, please. I like this. I do like that. Am I in the mood for water? Got a couple of pages with quite a lot of water, and you do have to think about these things, because I do kind of like get to the point where I'm like, ugh, not right now. Oh, that's fun. Did recently do a bath time one, but I do like that. Tricky. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna pluck all three, and then see how far I get. Oh, where was it? I lost it. Like I said, there's no pressure here. I know you guys love me and will like not force me to colour everything I pick. I keep breaking all my little magnet bookmarks. Right, yeah, that's fun. Like the choices. I did pull off the shelf because it's just been bugging me. It's bugging me. Joshua Dunbar's Island Cuties, because it's got this little, I've done quite a few pages in here. It's got this little whip sat here and it's irritating me, and it'll get the whip done. And these are like super cute little fun little projects, so it's a simple thing to get that done and sorted. And just seeing if there's anything else that like jumps out at me. Oh, have to have a few, you know, easy projects in between. It kind of helps me just relax again. Oh my, that is cute. That is cute. That's cute. I don't think I'll get to that one. Pretty much sure I know I won't get to half of these, but I do like that. I'm going to add that. Let's see if my brain works by doing more if it's given targets or less. Future update incoming. Right, and then I only have two more picks that I made. I am going to shut this drawer now. Yeah, I know. I was really thinking that I'm going to be colouring more than I probably am, especially because my knitting is, as you guys have seen from my channel videos, like I've recently managed to teach myself the basics of a basic knitting stitch, and I am really enjoying that. I'm like a third of a way through a scarf and a headband at the moment. But I always see this book, and it's one of his early ones. I've had it a long time, like since 2020. And I've only done like one page, and it's just one of those that's so beautiful. I mean, look at that. And I just need, what do we want to do? And Erica has just inspired me. She's doing her year of mythographic, and she's been steamrolling through those pages. Like, well, obviously she's done January, February, and I watch all of her colour and whip videos, and like, cracky Erica, my word. So, you know, I feel like you start seeing all these mythographic pages on her channel and you're like, oh, that's so pretty, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's time to actually do something. Like anything would be a good idea. Is she walking on the water? I think she is. Oh, my brain at this point though knows it's picked out more mythographic pages than it can do, and it's resisting. Like, these are all so beautiful, and my brain's like, like, oh wow, but that'll take ages. Like, amazing, but that'll take ages. Oh, I like that as well. That actually like hurts the brain trying to work out which bit's what, but it is amazing. Oh, I don't know now I'm here. Oh, that's beautiful. See, the only one I've done, that was a colour along from Julie's passion for colouring. Come on, Emma, you just need to just pick one. It's not like it's the end of the world. They do put some weird bits and pieces. These are from the early days of, like, you know, colour and discover, like a hide and seek sort of thing, and it did make for some pretty weird page combinations. I actually really like that, and I don't know why. I think this is the one I'm drawn to. I'm almost sure that will take me too long to want to tackle it, but I think that is the one that I really fancy doing. I mean, I fancy doing quite a few, but the one that I might actually have a go at, so let's do that. This is taking too long. Right, last one. See, this is why I don't film these things. Things take too long to decide. I recently picked this up because it was too beautiful not to. This is Lydia Fenwick's Oceans to Stars. And my favourite bits are like the middle part of this book, the portraits. They're just beautiful. Hang on. This is the bit. I really love these. I like her faces. Is she the one? Oh, is she the one? Okay. My issue is going to be picking one. I absolutely know I won't get more than one of these done. The two faces are... I'm very drawn to portraiture, but they're hard for me. They're not really in my skill set. Her or her. I really like. I think her. I think she's going to be my one. She definitely is. Definitely. I do have a project page for my final book that I can't show you yet. It's not out yet. So watch this space. There's a fun one coming out. But obviously, yeah, it's not going to appear here, but it is in my pile, so I've got that page added to the pile as well. So yeah, in fairness, I mean, hang on guys, I will show you. This is no joke that I've made, and there's not a cat in hell's chance that I'm going to get that many pages done, but it's fun, and I think sometimes it just relieves the pressure to be picking a page from this instead of, if I can remove, and I will show you, instead of picking a page from that. I think sometimes it is just a little bit less intimidating, isn't it? Just a little bit less. So I will pop my pile off to one side in some of my cube units, I think, and maybe work from, you know, that end over. That should be fun. So if you did stick with me, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're still here. It does really help the channel if you give it a thumbs up, and I do appreciate the support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.